There is some big buying happening in crypto right now. I want to show you what's happening, why there are so many people that are excited about crypto right now, because there are a couple things that happened over the last few days that are kind of happening in the background. And I think there might be an opportunity to pick up on a dip this weekend, some cryptocurrencies. Now, that's not to say I'm not bullish long term or even over the weekend. Anything can happen. But I think there might be a dip over the weekend, like I said. Now, I have been talking about crypto over the last, 6 months, 12 months, talking about how I am very bullish on it, especially recently. You can see this, Ethereum and Cardano to explode, and some other videos like that. But we are going to talk about it here today. Bitcoin nearing 43,000, Ethereum around 2,900, BNB around 345, Cardano breaking $1.40. A lot of exciting movements in crypto right now. And this is not because of a lot of retail investors just deciding now is the time to buy. There are institutions buying, and I will explain that. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. Also, underneath the video, there is a link to start on BlockFi, so you can get an interest rate on your cryptocurrencies. Definitely check that out because it's going to be really important as Bitcoin comes higher and higher in price to get that juicy interest. I've made thousands of dollars from the interest I've gotten on BlockFi. So definitely check that out underneath the video. They also give you a bonus when you sign up and deposit some money. So why am I saying there's some institutional buying in Bitcoin? Well, take a look. This is the normal daily or the normal minute candle here, just a small movement. Then take a look at what happened around noon Eastern time here today. We had massive buying. I mean, we had enough buying in 1 minute to push Bitcoin from about 41,800 up to 42,400. So about $500 to $600 worth of movement in Bitcoin price. And then we had something similar from 42,435 all the way up to near 43,000. Again, another $500 movement right here. We consolidated a little bit and now we're pushing a little bit higher. So this has been kind of a key resistance level for us in the past. You can see back here on the first of the month, we hit around 42,700. Now we are past that now, and we haven't seen a lot of resistance between 42,000 and 50,000 in the past. And there's a lot of exciting things happening. There are a lot of exciting things happening right now. So the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, 52, so neutral. People are actually excited about Bitcoin and not fearful for the first time in a little while. Now we've seen that a little bit more recently since we went up actually over 45% or so on Bitcoin over the last 3 weeks. But before that, we saw nothing but fear or extreme fear. Now, we have some things happening in the background. And again, I'll get to something that's happening this weekend that could actually give us a little bit of a dip here. But JP Morgan, led by Bitcoin skeptic Jamie Dimon, quietly unveils access to half a dozen crypto funds. So this is for their high net worth individuals. They're rolling this out because the high net worth individuals really want it. Obviously, they're going to make money on it, but they are doing this mostly because of the high net worth individuals. People want to have access to crypto, and now JP Morgan is slightly or quietly giving this to some of their high net worth individuals. This is happening just a month or 2 months after they talked about Bitcoin going down to 25,000 and it not being an investable asset. We also have Fidelity buying 7.4% of Bitcoin mining company Mara. Mara is not a small company either. $3.39 billion worth in market cap. So they're buying hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars worth of this Bitcoin miner. We also have Ethereum going through with the London hard fork, making 2.3 ETH burn every single minute in transactions. Now, the leader of this is actually NFTs. And we have the CEO of one of the best companies out there in the NFT world, Unstoppable Domains, talking about how this is far from ending. This is far from over as sales hit 12-month high. Now, I actually did an interview with one of the co-founders of this exact company, a very important company in the crypto space. I did it earlier today. So you guys should definitely check out this video. I think it's really important, and they offer some really interesting things through their platform. So definitely check that out. I'll put it on the end screen. But why do I say there might be a dip this weekend? Because we're seeing so much bullish momentum right now. Well, there is this infrastructure bill that is being put up to a vote. Now, some people are trying to shut this down or slow it down to make sure that we go a little bit slower, because there was some legislation on cryptocurrencies that was kind of thrown in there a little bit haphazardly. And on Saturday, they need to have 60 senators vote to advance the bill. Otherwise, it could be pushed to next week. Now, there is some debate from different senators on the legislation on cryptocurrencies and on paying taxes and how it affects different businesses, from Bitcoin miners to exchanges to individuals like you and me. So the person that put this in here put it in there a little bit haphazardly. So hopefully this doesn't cause any issues over the weekend, but I could definitely see some FUD coming out from some banks, right? Saying, hey, Bitcoin's going to fall back down to 30,000, 35,000 because of this regulation in the cryptocurrency market. Long term, I think it's good to have regulation. It sets everyone up to be a little bit safer and not have to worry about scammers as much and other issues. And the government's going to take their cut of the taxes. We know that. They always do. But short term, it could cause some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, in my video yesterday, I talked about whether it was too late to buy cryptocurrencies. And I said, no, if you're looking long term, it's not too late. But short term, anything can happen. And I still think that's the case. So am I waiting to see Bitcoin at 35,000 or 30,000? No. What I do is I dollar cost average. I tell my Patreon members, you can see the Patreon down in the description. I tell them every single time that I buy crypto. And it's every week, every couple weeks. And I try to wait for a nice dip in the meantime. You know, if Saturday we see a dip from this news, I will try to pounce on it. But I don't believe in waiting until Bitcoin falls back down to 25,000 or something. That's not going to happen in my opinion. It always could, but I think there's too much institutional interest right now. We saw how much people are buying, how quickly they're buying it here on the charts. And as we break out of 43,000, there's going to be a lot of people that FOMO into cryptocurrencies. And we're seeing it all across the board here, with Ethereum nearing 3,000, BNB up at 350, Cardano at $1.40. I think there's a lot of interest in crypto, and I think it's only getting better from here. It's only going to get bigger from here. Now, of course, I could be wrong. I want to hear your thoughts on this down below the video. I, again, am very bullish long term. Short term, anything can happen. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, check out that interview from Unstoppable Domains on the end screen here. It's really cool. What they offer is really cool, so definitely check that out. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.